Hey, what's up everyone? It's the $5 Zoo Show and I'm back with another video, and I don't know if you've seen it, but Lonzo and LaVar Ball released a shoe sometime last week or this week earlier. I think it was last week. But anyways, the point is, have you checked them out? Because I mean, I did, and they look pretty cool. I saw them, I'm like, you know, I like that design. It's like kind of, it's not minimalistic, but it's simple, but it's still got a little bit of flavor going on with that like logo thing in the back of the shoe. And just the overall look of it looks cool. I know a lot of people say that they kind of copied Kobe's. If you think about it, most sneaker silhouettes kind of have some similarities to them. So when I first saw these shoes, I thought they were dope. But then when I looked at the price, oh my God. They're like 500 bucks, dude. I wear Chucks, dude. And even then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I could spend $50 on a new pair of Converse, or I could put some gas in my car. Would I buy the shoe? Hell no. Hell no. No, no, no. No, no, no. El coco no. El coco no. El coco me gusta coco sí. The price was like something, almost $500. So the answer is hell to the motherfucking no. I would not buy those shoes. No way in hell. No chance of it. But hey, I guess that doesn't make me a triple B, a big baller. Because LaVar Ball said that you're not a big baller if you can't afford those shoes. But hey, I guess I'm not a big baller. I think that was kind of a whack line. That was something that should not have been said, because then you alienate people, and it's just like, why rag on people who can't afford that, dude? There's plenty of people who can't afford that shoe, and there's plenty of people who probably want the shoe who can't afford it, or people who will buy it that still can't afford it. So I think it was just a dumb thing to say in general. But at first I was like, hey, you know what? Let me think about this. He's charging almost $500 for the shoe. There might be something that's kind of premium with the shoe, right? This might be like a super technological, super Robotron fly through the air jetpack with jet fuel type of shoe. But that's not the case. Like, I heard him on a show defending his shoe price, and I thought that maybe he was gonna say that it was made out of like premium materials, or you know something special about the shoe. But he basically said that he charged that because that's how much they were worth, and he didn't really go into details, which kind of tells me that he didn't really make a premium shoe. He probably made a pretty good sneaker. That was another like loss to me. Like, okay, not only is it super expensive, but it's not like objectively better. Like, I think it would have been really cool if this shoe was really expensive. Not cool, but it would have worked out for him better. I don't know. I'm not a businessman. I'm just giving my thoughts right here. I'm just a man on YouTube. But this is what I'm thinking. Maybe if you made like a objectively better shoe, like something that did not feel like any pair of Nikes or Adidas, like something that just felt better, and then he charged that price, even if it was way overpriced, way overinflated, I think that would have like helped the hype, because then you can argue like, oh, well, it's not just Lonzo's shoe, it's actually better than those shoes, and that's why it cost more. Then you have a reason to justify the cost. So not only do you have like the cool factor of having that really expensive shoe, but then you can also justify it by saying, hey, these are actually better than any basketball shoe out there. I thought that would have been dope. I thought that would have been a cool way to go about it, but who knows? Maybe with the amount of shoes that he's selling, that's not a realistic thing to do, but hey, that was just one of the thoughts that I had. So when he said that, when he basically confirmed that it wasn't like way better than every shoe, I don't know, I thought this was like a total dud. And then I thought, well, what are his options? He could either A, make a shoe that's like way cheaper than any basketball shoe that's out there, and then like compete in the market that way. But the problem with that would be then his big baller brand, Triple B's, would be considered as like a lesser product, as a knockoff. It would be perceived as just like a cheapy knockoff, and that's not what he wanted to do, obviously. Or he could make a competitive shoe that's like competitively priced with all the other shoes that are out there. But the problem with that would be, well, he's not an established brand, so now you're directly comparing shoe for shoe. Like, okay, there's this shoe that's already established by this established player for the same price as this shoe that's not established. It does not have an established brand. It does not have an established player behind it. And I'm gonna go with the Nikes, with the Adidas, with the Under Armours. Not really. Nobody's buying that Steph Curry Under Armour shoe. And his last option would be to make an expensive shoe. Now I was hoping it would be premium, but it wasn't premium. Maybe it is, but he didn't talk about it. But the point is, he made an expensive shoe. Premium or not, it's expensive. And it was so ridiculous to people. Now it's being covered. Now he's getting free advertising. Even though it got roasted on social media and on Twitter, I think that this might have been a cool play for him to do, because part of the reason why people buy really expensive things and really expensive brands is because other people know how much money they spent on that, right? That's why people buy Gucci, Versace, and all these, you know, high-end brands, even if the quality isn't all the way up there. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of these brands have great quality clothes, great quality blah, 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 but a lot of it is not, and the price is still super high, and the reason why people buy, whoa, dropping bars, but the reason why people buy is because of the cool factor. This person over there, that girl, that dude, that whatever, is gonna know how much money I spent on it, and that makes me fucking dope. So he created a markup that was super high on the shoe, right? Whether it was intentional or not, I think it was intentional because he's been having his name in headlines for a while now and pretty consistently building his brand. So like, imagine if he didn't do these things and he just tried to build it up from zero, it would have been way harder. So I think it's kind of intentional. But anyways, that was just a side note. LaVar and Lonzo created a situation where anyone who buys this shoe, so they brought awareness to this super expensive shoe. So now that anybody who buys a super expensive shoe will get the credit that they bought them. You know what I mean? So now everybody's aware that, yo, that's the dude with the $500 shoes. And I think that's I mean, I haven't seen the sales figures or how much he sold or how well he's done, but I think this was a good play as far as branding, and it might actually work. I don't know. I mean, from the little bit that I've seen, I heard that the shoes weren't selling that well, that he said he sold 400 and something, and I've seen stuff on Twitter saying that he sold like 2,000, which, I mean, I don't know, like, scale. I don't know what's good or what's bad, but I just think that he did the best with what he had by making that price super high. At the end of the day, though, I don't know. I'm just a dude on YouTube, and I definitely wouldn't cop them. I'll stick to my Chuck Taylors. I'll stick to my regular-ass shoes when I'm playing basketball at the park. But anyways, if you like the video, don't forget to like it. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!